Hi everyone, Gary Francione for the Abolitionist Approach. I want to talk to you briefly about an issue that I think many vegans miss, with the result that they aren't as effective as they could be in their vegan advocacy. Most people agree that it's wrong to inflict unnecessary suffering on animals, but yet most people eat animals. So what's the explanation? Well, I think there are a number of reasons, and I think it's somewhat complicated, but one thing that I think is pretty clear is that many people believe that eating animals is necessary in a way that bullfights or dogfights or circuses are not necessary. The fact is that many people still believe they will not be healthy if they do not consume animal products. Now, many vegans express astonishment at this and say, well, it just can't be that, it's 2016. People can't really believe that they need to consume animal products. And the answer is they do. It's a fact. As a matter of fact, I think it is probably the most frequently raised question that Anna and I get when we're doing vegan advocacy and education. The question we get most often is, but will I be healthy if I stop eating animal products? And it's not enough for vegan advocates to say, oh, there's no problem, you'll be healthy, you'll be healthier, there's no problem. People aren't going to take that as any sort of truth. You need to be able to discuss with them and give them evidence that if they stop consuming animal products, they're not going to get ill or they're not going to feel weak, etc. And it's surprising there are so few vegans who are aware of the information that's out there about governmental agencies and professional agencies that have said that you don't need to eat animal products. If you have a sound vegan diet, that you will be perfectly fine. And they're unfamiliar with the information that's out there. And I mean, we have on our website, howdoigovegan.com, if you go to the Living Vegan tab and click nutrition, we've got a whole page that refers you to these various agencies, the governmental agencies, the professional agencies, and we give you lots of information which shows that consuming animal products is not necessary. So it's really important, if you're going to be an effective vegan advocate, you've just got to accept the fact that most people don't think that they're going to be healthy if they eat a vegan diet. And if you're telling them they have a moral obligation to do something that's going to make them unhealthy, they're not going to do it. It's that simple. So let this be a resolution for you for 2017. Educate yourself. That's a very important point. Always educate yourself before you try to educate anybody else. But educate yourself on the information that's out there that shows that people are not going to be unhealthy if they eat a sound vegan diet, that consuming animals is not necessary. Okay, so educate yourself about that because you'll be a more effective educator of others if you do that. Now, there will be some people who are going to say, well, wait a minute now, I thought the abolitionist approach is about justice, and why is he talking about health? Why is he, what I'm not doing is saying that people ought to go vegan for their health, that they'll be healthier if they go vegan. Now, there's certainly empirical evidence that that people will get health benefits if they go vegan. But I don't believe that we ought to be saying, I think it's wrong to say that people ought to go vegan for reasons of health. They may get some health benefits, but the reason to go vegan is because it's a matter of justice. It's a matter of fairness. It's simply wrong to exploit non-human animals. We have a moral obligation not to exploit non-human animals. Okay, that's the reason to go vegan. But that's not the point. I'm not arguing that we ought to be telling people that they're going to be healthier if they go vegan. I'm saying they won't be less healthy. If they eat a sound vegan diet, they're not going to be less healthy. The argument is there's no necessity. And so if people believe that it's wrong to inflict unnecessary suffering on animals, but they still believe it's necessary to eat animal products for nutritional reasons, they're not going to go vegan. Okay, so educate yourself about these issues. Start with our website, howdoigovegan.com, for information about abolition as a general matter, abolitionistapproach.com. You can go to our Facebook site where I and my moderators will discuss these issues with you, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for listening.